In this video, I'll be talking about ArrayLists in Java. So an ArrayList is a type of list which is dynamically resizable, which means that it grows and shrinks along with the addition and removal of values or elements. So this is perfect for situations where you don't know the size of your total data set. So to get started, we first have to import our ArrayLists. So to do this, we use import java.util.ArrayList. Now with this, we can start constructing our array lists. So to construct an array list, we use the keyword ArrayList and then in angle braces the type of data you want to store in the array list. So in this instance, I'll use strings and I'll call it A is new array list with angle braces and regular parentheses. Now we've created an array list of strings which is initially empty. So to print this out, I'll use system.out.print line of A. Now if I run this, it should print out an empty array. So here is an empty array with no elements inside it. So let's say I want to add elements. I'll use the method a.add, and then since it's an array list of strings, I can only add strings. So let's add an apple. Now if I add this, our array list now has one element of string and it's an apple. Now if I want to add other elements, let's say a banana, and I'll add grapes. Now our array list shows apple, banana, and grapes. And it adds each element to the end of an array list. So if I want to add our last element, let's say um, a pear. So pear would be added after grapes. This is the first use of a add element, and there's also another, which takes two parameters, our index and the string. So let's say I want to add bread to this, and I want to add it bread between apples and bananas. So I'll use the index that I want to add bread on, which is 1. So now bread is added between apple and banana, and this is by specifying the index. Now let's say I want to use the remove method. So remove method, similarly like add, also has two different ways of doing it. So if I want to remove bread, so I'll just use a.remove bread. As you can see, bread has been removed. Now let's say I don't know the element which I'm supposed to remove, but I know the index where it's at. So bread currently is at index 1. So if I call a.remove at 1, it removes the index at 1, which used to be bread. So this way, the remove method can also be used in different ways. Now we'll use the next method, which is get. Get returns the value at that index. So let's say I want to get the value at index 3, and we'll call this in a print method, print line. So now if I run this, I should get the one at index 3, which is pair. Next is a set method. So a set method removes the previous element which was at that index and replaces it with a value. So let's say I want to replace pair. Now we've seen that pair is at index 3, so I'll use index of 3. And I want to replace pair with a lychee. Now that I've set 3 and I'll print A again, just to see that pair has been replaced with lychee. As you can see, the last element, which was pair, has now been replaced with lychee. And that's how the set method works. The next is size. Size is simple as it returns the amount of elements which are there in the array list. Unlike the zero index length or contains, this will return the total number of elements in the array list. So if I want to print the size of A and I run this, it returns 4 because currently there are 4 elements. There are apple, banana, grapes, and lychee. That's how the size method works. And now is contains. Contains checks if an element is within the array list, and it returns true if it is and false if it is not. So let's say I want to check if A contains pair. They should return false because pair has been replaced with lychee. Now I'll check if A contains grapes. It returns true because there is a grapes in this array list. And that's how the contains method works. The next method is clear. So all clear does is it wipes out all the data from the array list. So if I use a dot clear and if I print A out, I'll get an empty array list as it cleared all the data that was stored inside that array list. And these are the basic methods of an array list. There is the constructor, the two add methods, the two remove methods, a get, a set, a size, a contains, and a clear. And those are about array lists and array list methods. Thank you.